kids. I think that'll pick up on the mic dead well. Right, well, enough of that. Right, anyway, guys, sorry I haven't done a video in a while. I've just sort of been sidetracked a little bit, but I figured it's the best time now to sort of do a video on the VXR and just tell you pretty much, oh god, what's got into it and all that. Getting the car, because I did say to someone in the comments that I was going to get a fast, really fast car. Obviously, it is a quick car, but I was looking at something a lot quicker. It's the same. It was the same car. It was a fully forged 260 brake VXR Stage 3. I was going to get that, but I went to view the car. Oh. And yeah, the guy didn't tell me everything in the ad on Auto Trader. There was a few porkies, and it was rusted like hell. So I didn't end up getting that one, and I ended up buying this one, which is 2009. I got it for about just under 45,000 miles. So it's not too bad really, but it's really good. I've done a few things to the car already, as you would have been able to see. I've also done the intake, and I've got a boost controller on. Now, I'll tell you one thing, driving the car without the boost controller and then driving the car with it is a huge difference. But I have whacked up the boost quite a lot, definitely. I'm a standard, these cars run about 8 PSI. I'm running about 14 on my high setting, which, if everything is correct, it's 10 brake to 1 PSI. So, but I'm guessing there's a little bit of just a little bit of leeway in there, because I don't think that it's all like that. But honestly, the car is great. So happy I've got it. Something that I was sort of looking at when I was a bit younger, and I seem to have come back to it. I was looking at 135i obviously, but yeah, things sort of did turn me away from it. But I'm happy with my purchase at the end of the day, and it's cheap, not too bad on fuel, and it's the next step, and it's a turbo car now, first turbo car, so it's like something I can really mod and do all these little bits to it that I want to do to it. But I didn't do a video on like my Fiesta or anything like that when I sold that, so I'll just tell you now pretty much what happened is it came to near enough the end of my insurance. So I put it up on Gumtree, an Auto Trader, and I sorted a few bits out on the car, and it went in 2 days. So I know it wasn't too bad, considering it was a Cat D in that, and I got pretty fair price to it, if I'm being honest. I managed to pay off my loan for the car, so it's sort of a win-win situation really. I didn't really lose out on much, because I still managed to pay off what I owed for the rest of the year. But with the car, obviously the front bumper was chipping a lot, and the wing wasn't painted. So what we did is we took it off and we sprayed it all. Made it look as good as we could, but the paint that we bought didn't match. It didn't have them like little crystally bits, you know how you get normal paint. So it was like a matte. It was a different kind of matte, but it was like a matte colour. You could tell, obviously, when the car wasn't wet. But when it was wet, that's when you could tell the difference, and it did look well. It looked pretty good, to be fair. But yeah, that's gone now, and there's someone behind us in a crappy Suzuki thing, shitty thing. I beat this on high boost. Show cars, that's what they are. But I've got some good mods coming in the future. I want to get the car up to about 240 brake-ish. I've been quoted to get, it was at, I can't remember the mapping place, but they quoted me on on just a stock car, they'd get 220 brake, well, which isn't too bad. And then with an intercooler and exhaust, I'm looking at 240. So after the sort of supporting mods, I think next I want to do me exhaust, and then I'll go into cooler. I'll get the supporting mods done, and then I'll look at if I'm still sort of wanting the car in that period of probably a year or so. Then I'll look at getting the engine rebuilt and everything like that, and I'm really pushing the car and getting a bigger turbo and everything like that. That's sort of my plans, but nothing yet. Work is a pain, so it's, as everyone knows, you've got to pay your bills and stuff first before race car. But I'm hoping to get everything sorted up soon. So with the thing on, it pushes a lot better than it does stock, let me tell you that. So this car has not let me down. It's done really well at drag races. I'd honestly say my cousin, he's got a Megane 225, and we pulled off that. That was before I even had this. This was when it was completely stock. I pulled on it. That was even in the rain. That one too, but we haven't had a proper race yet, but hopefully we will in the future. We've got some Lexus around here in this area. I don't think it was a GS300, I'm not sure, some type of Lexus. Loud as hell. I wrecked that the other day, which was alright, wasn't too bad. But that's sort of what's going on at the minute. I'm going to get more videos out and everything, just do like little vlog things in the car. But also because you guys haven't really seen it, you've just seen the things that I've done to the car, or if I've, been racing that EK9 like you saw. But I'll try to get more stuff out as soon as possible. I've got some exhaust clips and some induction clips and stuff, so that'll go into another video for you, along with what you'll hear on here. Yeah, that's it for now, guys. So if you smash the comments and everything like that, and any questions, ask me. Give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. More VXR videos to come. Peace.